Hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here. On my way home, just did some grocery shopping, and my video yesterday that I uploaded, people said that they wanted more, behind the scenes or vlog types, which I had tried to steer clear of vlogs because it just kind of muddied up my channel in the past. But if you guys, want more vlogs, I think it'd be better to do them live. Sorry, it's cloudy up top, so I keep losing signal. But I think it'd be better to do live Q&A if I'm going to be doing vlogs. That way it's at least something different than me just spending time, editing a vlog. Like, vlogs are not fun to edit. It's supposed to just be unedited, unfiltered, just me, and I think it'd be better to do them live. But yeah, I just grabbed some stuff. I grabbed a desk, so hopefully I can do some editing sitting down, because I just stand at my computer in my voiceover space. That's just me standing. It's not me sitting down at all. I just stand the whole time. And so I got that. I grabbed some light bulbs because I'm trying to illuminate the studio space a little bit more. Get some more light in there. To do some oh good lord, calm down, sir. To do some videos on Adobe programs. One of them being Adobe Audition, because I've started to kind of move away from Audacity, which is my normal go-to for voiceover editing, and try to move towards more professional programs. And reason being, not saying that you can't do pretty much everything in Adobe Audition that you can, or you can't do everything in Audacity that you can in Adobe Audition. I mean, you can do pretty much anything in any of these, but the idea is, if someone asks you what program are you using and you say Audacity, then they're probably not going to see that as a professional. Let's see if I can close any of this. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that. Maybe that'll help. Does that help? I don't think it's helping. But yeah, if you you put on your website, voiceover website, and it asks what programs you use, and you put Audacity, not going to see that as a professional studio. So get one of the more professional programs. Adobe Audition is definitely one of them. I don't know what other professional voiceover programs or are recognized by the industry, but find one of those, learn one of those, at least the basics. Just learn the basics, and put that on there. It keeps losing signal. I may have to just end this and then just pick up when I get back to my studio, because you see how dark that is out there? This is so dark. But I was wanting to do this because I knew it was going to be about a 30-minute drive to get back home. But so I am planning on doing videos on that, getting away from Audacity. I still recommend Audacity for newcomers to voiceover. I still highly recommend it. It's easy, it's cut and dry, it's very basic, it's easy to learn, it's free. Did I mention that it's free? So it has a lot going for it for newcomers to voiceover. But I am going to start showing tips and tricks in voiceover for Adobe Audition. I'm not really good at Premiere Pro or After Effects, so I'm probably not going to be doing tutorials on that. There are way better people for tutorials on those programs than me, like 1,000 times better. But early next year will be my 10th year anniversary on YouTube. So the upcoming year, I'll be doing a lot of throwbacks, lookbacks, and reviews of my first videos. Early. Sorry, someone tried to get around me. We merged. Jerk. Let this guy go. Get this lane. Also, I'm probably going to be doing a video showing my recording studio. I hadn't done that since I had completely upgraded it, so I'm going to be doing one of those. I have a video coming up about a couple videos coming up about my conversation with, what's his name? Bob Bergen. I had a kind of, it was an email correspondence. I asked a whole bunch of questions, and he was more than willing to answer. So I have a couple videos coming up on that, and the things that he had to talk about on that. They're really good tips for not just me, but for anyone looking into voiceover. Probably going to be doing a video when I'm redoing my demos. So I'm going to be doing another behind the scenes or another how-to video for demos, because it is important to have your demos done professionally, but if you're a newcomer to voiceover, you can't afford to have someone do them for you. So if you're trying to get a demo out there, you have to do them yourself. And there's a the mother. Dude. This video is almost going to be just how many people died on the road today. So many people tried to kill themselves. Dude, calm down. But if you are a newcomer to voiceover, you have to have a demo of some sort. And you don't have past experience or past work that you can put together for a demo. So you basically have to cut your own demo out of the gate. And it's widely controversial as to whether, what's up, bro? How's it going? Toppy Aaron? It's very small, I couldn't see it. It just popped in and out. But yeah, you have to have a demo, and there's a lot of professional voice actors out there that say don't edit, don't cut your own demo. And there's a lot of professionals that are saying if it's your first demo, it's fine. I am from wow, that's a really good question. From Texas, born in Texas, spent most of my life in Texas, but my family moved to California, I think like 6 places in California when I was a kid, and then moved to Louisiana, spent most of my early teen years in Louisiana, and then the rest of my adult life has been in Texas. So yeah, I think moved thus far in my life, moved 10 times? 10 times? So basically across this part of the United States, or this part of the United States, however you're looking at it. Yeah, so I moved around a good bit. It's one of the reasons I don't really have like a very distinct accent. Oh, well, howdy. From Finland? Where in Finland? Where in Finland are you from? I didn't know I had people from... Well, I did know that I had some people from Finland and UK and Europe and that part of the area who watch my videos. surprised. I have a lot of people from Korea that watch my videos that I didn't know. I was like, really? Korea? But yeah, I moved around a lot. West, nice. West Finland. I don't do any Finland accents. I don't know why that's like the first thing that came to my mind. Oh, you're from a different place? I don't do that accent from there. Well, hi, how are you? You back? Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a video on cutting demos. I posted a 30-second character demo because I had to put something up. I had to put something out there as far as like demo work. And there was a lot of people that commented on that. And yeah, when it comes to demos, it's pretty standard that it should be a minute long. Some demos can be a minute and a half. My suggestion is don't just have one length demo. What I normally have is I have a 30-second demo, a minute demo, and a minute and a half demo. And that's for character and animation, commercial, and let's see, there's character, commercial, and narration. Awesome. Fave YouTubers? Oh, fave YouTubers. It's a great question. Markiplier, just because he's insanely entertaining. Let's see, Jacksepticeye is entertaining. I like a lot of educational YouTube channels lately. Vsauce is probably really good. Gosh, there's so many. There's also a lot of guys that do audio and stuff like Podcastage. There's a YouTube channel, Podcastage. Bandrew, is that his name? Can't remember his name, but he does a lot of microphone reviews, and he's one of the people that I go to when it's a microphone that I don't know anything about, and I'm thinking about buying. He's like one of the people that I go to because he does really good, clean audio. He doesn't put any music in the background. His recording space is really good. So there's a couple others, but I can't think of them. What was the other question? Oh, voices. Oh, as far as impressions, if we're talking impressions, I do about 300 impressions. I got to about 300 early on in YouTube. That was mostly what I was doing. I was doing impression videos, and I was making a list, and I was just watching cartoons, and I was watching movies, and I was just making a list of impressions that I do or could do, and it got up to 300. There's more than 300 that I can do, and I got up to more than 300, but I stopped counting. But there's a lot of those impressions that I don't do anymore because they're really small, they're really niche. But as far as like original voices, it can go on forever. Let's see. There's some comments that I didn't see. How do I get back to those? Oh no! Oh, here we go. I just scroll through them. I didn't know I could do that. Yay! Just wanted to say. Oh! Ooh, from Brazil! Am I saying that? Yes, Brazil. Hey, how's it going? Well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm trying to do this while driving. All of a sudden the car's just cleared. Like I'm Noah. When did I join YouTube? Oh, where did I join YouTube? And where do I drive? Well, I'm driving to my studio, which is my home studio. And the first place I was when I recorded a YouTube video was in Lufkin, Texas. And that's when I recorded my first YouTube video. That's when I started on YouTube. So so the majority of my YouTubing has been in Texas. When I was on The Tonight Show, I did a little bit of vlogging there. When I visited some friends in California, like got to sit down and share a pizza with Brock Baker. That was a lot of fun. Oh, speaking of favorite YouTubers, Brock Baker. There we go. I totally forgot about him. How could I forget about him? That guy, it's a bromance for me as far as with Brock, because I think he started YouTube a year before me, and he was one of the inspirations for me to start YouTube. And my goal was always to not do what he's doing, in the sense of never copying him. True, we both did the whole impressions thing, but his thing was doing the 101, or trying to do as many impressions as he could. And since he was doing that and now that was his thing, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something else. So my goal was to, how good can I do an impression, instead of how many impressions can I do. And I'm not saying that Brock doesn't do great impressions, but what I am saying is that my goal was to not just be another Brock Baker. Let's see, what was the others? Oh, nice. Cool. Joined in 2014. Awesome. YouTube has changed a lot in just those years, but it's changed a tremendous amount in the 9 years that I've been on. Favorite movies. All right. I'm gonna go favorite recent movies, because, gosh, there's so many great movies. I'm just gonna say Lord of the Rings, just the entire Lord of the Rings series, not The Hobbit, but the entire Lord of the Rings series, because it was shot close together, and it was written more or less as one film. So I'm just gonna say Lord of the Rings. Favorite character in that is Sam, just because he just embodies hero more than Frodo, more than anyone else. He just embodies hero. And then Spider-Man 2, not Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger, and Logan. I'm just gonna go with those ones. Mostly superhero films and fantasy films, but those are the ones that I can think of off the top. Oh, and A Beautiful Mind. There's so many others. I might do a top 10 favorite films and why at some point in time, if you guys are interested. If you are, just leave a comment saying that you'd like to see that. Oh, hey! So, 10 years? Oh, my camera's getting all wonky. Let me get this back. 10 years old. Well, I am glad that you're watching me, as opposed to some other people on YouTube who could possibly mess you up and give you a false perspective of what YouTube is like. I like it when I find out that there's younger people on YouTube watching me. My thing, and it's the same with my comedy and the same with my content on YouTube, is I try to keep it very much friendly for all audiences. Not because of censorship and anything like that, but mostly just because I just want to be accessible and acceptable to a wider range. I like to reach out more people. One of the things that really got me into YouTube, and this was very early on, is after I'd posted a couple impression videos and I'd done a couple sketch videos, which, oh God, those are horrible, and this was also back when I had my phone number on YouTube, and this is actually what got me on The Tonight Show. I had a phone number on YouTube and my email address because I used YouTube as like a resume, and The Tonight Show contacted me through that because I did that. But also there was this kid who contacted me, and I think he was 11 years old. I think that's what he said he was. And he just called me out of the blue. And I picked up the phone and I answered. And he was actually surprised that I answered. And for some reason, he thought that I had a team and that I would have someone answer the phone for me, or it would go to voice message system. And I was like, no, I answer the phone. It's my phone and I'll answer it. And we talked on the phone for like 15 minutes. And he was talking about, how, he, was inspired by my YouTube video, and that he didn't think that you could, get famous off YouTube and stuff like that. Hi, how's it going? He didn't think you could get famous off YouTube. And, so that was, he now wanted to do that because he was able to contact me. And, he also saw my videos where I talked about my depression and stuff like that, and he was inspired to move forward, and it was really cool. I wish I had done a vlog about my conversation with him, because I really wish I remembered everything that we had said together. But yeah, so I like the younger audience. Now it's true, the majority of my audience is between 18 and 35. I mean, that's my age range, so. Does sloths look like a wolverine? They do. They look like wolverines with elongated heads. I hadn't thought of that. Mind blown. With the claws also. That is crazy. I'm thinking of the Wolverine creature as well as Wolverine himself. But yeah, they do look like Wolverines and Wolverine. That's crazy. The more you know. Ice hockey. Favorite ice hockey team? I live in Texas. When I was in California, up in the mountains, my dad did take me to a hockey game. And this was before he took, like, I didn't know about hockey until he had taken me to a hockey game, me and my two brothers. And this is back when my dad really wanted to have like some sports, some manly men, some sports, relatable sons, and he wanted to go and watch games and watch football and, manly time. But we're all artistic. He ended up with artistic sons, and it was, I don't want to say that it was disappointing, but, it was, because this is how we watch the game. This is how everyone's cheering, getting up, throwing stuff, getting crazy, getting mad, and we didn't get it. We didn't get it. So I have seen one hockey game, but I don't know teams. I don't know hockey. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you one thing about hockey other than ice, sticks, skates, pads, goalie. That's it. Those are all the things I know. And puck, hockey puck. That's it. I don't know. I don't know anything else. Unfortunately. No, go away. That's not it. Seating live in Texas. Seating? Poking seating? Is that a thing? I don't know what that is. Twists, Pandora. That just sounds like a poem or something. Sounds like you're hexing me. Lives in oh, these are YouTubers. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Maybe I've run into them and I didn't know. Ah, okay. Got it. Go for it. Letting somebody in. Cool. Maybe I'll run into them at some point in time. Football? Football. Same thing as the hockey. I don't know anything about football. Multiple people have tried to get me to go to a football game, and I can't tell you anything. I have no idea. I've sat there, I've watched a game. I've watched an entire game 5 times. 5 times I've sat there and watched an entire football game, hoping to enjoy it. Couldn't enjoy it for various reasons. I just wasn't into it. I didn't get it. It seemed pointless to me. And I'm not anti-football. I'm not anti-sports. I'm not anti-anything. I just didn't get it. There was no emotional connection. I couldn't watch it. It's not that it was boring. I wanted to enjoy it and I couldn't. It's just so sad. Let's see. There's actually a lot of other YouTubers that are actually in Texas. Not that many people talk about where they're from, where they are, where they're going, and probably because when you get up to a certain number of subscribers or a certain number of haters, you just don't want people to know where you are, and I don't blame them. I used to have a lot more haters than I do right now. It's not really focused on anything. It was just a Q&A. I posted a video yesterday, and there was a lot of people. Well, there wasn't a lot of people, but I posted a video yesterday in response to a lot of people who, you know, wanted various different types of videos on this, because I do a lot of microphone reviews now, and it's not really my thing. It's not really, I mean, I know about microphones because I do voiceover, and I know what does and doesn't sound good for the most part. And there's been a lot of companies contact me about doing microphone reviews, but I wanted to know what other people wanted to see on this channel. I'm not really into the impression videos anymore. They are fun to do, but they do take a lot of time. It basically, to do one impression video, it basically takes about a month to do. Mostly it's the editing. Because first I put together a good list of impressions that I know I can do. Practice the impressions a little bit to make sure that they're all on par and reasonable. And then it takes me probably about 2, maybe 3 hours to record. And then it takes me about an hour to set it up. And then I gotta go in and I gotta sync up the audio, sync up the video, and then cut it all down into a reasonable amount of time. I don't want a 30-minute impression video. Nobody wants that. Less than 10. That's always my goal. The shorter the better. So it's one of the reasons that, and it probably has to do with a lot of the time it's the setup, because I don't have a video recording studio setup. I have the gear to record it, but I live in a very small apartment right now with my roommate, who's my brother, who I just finished dropping off at work. And he sleeps and basically lives in the space where I record video. And I can normally only record when he's not there for other videos, because it's just set up everywhere. But what we do like having, I do like having him there when I do impression videos, because of the banter in the background. If you guys watch my most recent impression videos, there's banter in the background, and it does make it funnier. So it's a combination of him, his time, my time, and the setup, and it just takes a lot out of me. So if I put together a really good collection of impressions that I know you guys are going to enjoy, then I'll do an impression video. But it's not really what this channel didn't start out as impressions. Actually, I think it was year 2 or 3 is really when I did the impressions. So it was a while into the FunnyGuyTimmy channel that I even did impressions. It actually started out dramas, sketches, comedy sketches, video editing, voiceover. It actually started out more what it is right now. It just took off when it went into impressions and stuff like that, and people liked that a little bit more, and that got me on the Tonight Show. But then that dipped off, and I had to go back into the voiceover and other stuff. I do know of a game called Cuphead. I do very much know of a game called Cuphead, and I have been playing it, but I have not been playing it for the sake of Let's Plays. Let's Plays are very similar to the impression video. It does take a lot out of me. Mostly it's the editing that it doesn't take very long to set up. It doesn't take very long to set up. But there's a lot that it does take out of me as far as editing and finding the time, because again, you record for like an hour and then you have to cut it down to less than 20 minutes or less than 30. There's some videos like on my FunnyGamerTim channel, like my Hellblade videos, those can go on for about 30 minutes. So but I try to keep it less than 30 minutes. Nobody wants it that long. So, you know, just saying. But as far as Cuphead goes, me and my brother wanted to play it for fun because we just thought it would be more fun. As far as Let's Plays for you guys, people normally seem to enjoy the scary ones more. I've tried to do more fun videos, like ones that are just fun and goofy and just stuff like that, and people are just not as interested. They want to see a Let's Player get scared, frustrated, and stuff like that. That's just more enjoyable to watch. So I've been trying to find more stuff like that. I will probably be doing the rest of the Five Nights at Freddy's series, as well as Hello Neighbor and oh, what is it? Outlast. People have been requesting the Outlast series, so trying to get some time and get those together. I think I have the Outlast games on Steam. I've been doing Bendy. Been doing the Bendy series, and I have my next video on the FunnyGamerTim channel is going to be the one that I upload is going to be Bendy Chapter 3 Part 1, because oh my god, I didn't realize how long Chapter 3 was. I thought it was going to be as short as 1 and 2, but it's actually way longer. So that's going to be the next thing on there. Let's see, what was the other question? What does Gambit... What's Gambit's weapon? Is it a stick? Yes. Gambit's weapon is a stick. Well, okay. Let's get nerd for a second. Technically, Gambit's powers is the ability to turn anything into a weapon. That's his power. Basically, he juices things up with kinetic energy or something like that, and then it becomes a weapon. But his preferred weapon is stick and cards. He throws the cards, fills them with kinetic energy or something like that, and then they just become dangerous weapons. I gotta come inside the office. Oh wow, I did a shit parking job here. Terrible parking job. Alright. This is absolutely terrible parking job. Oh, alright, that's close enough. Alright, see what the other question was. This is actually a truck. This is a Ford Ranger? Ford Ranger 2000, I think. Ford Ranger 2000. Anyway, let's finish this up, because I'm going to go into the office, see if there is a package waiting for me, because I have some reviews to do. Someone sent me a lavalier mic to review. If I was Gambit, will be like, hi, welcome to the... Say hello to my stick. Okay, alright. That's actually pretty funny. But you gotta say it in a Cajun accent, though, which I don't do a Cajun accent, so... Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign this off, because I'm home. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Leave any comments down below if you'd like to see me answer those later on. Can I tell a joke? Anything that's not offensive. Trying to think of something that's not offensive or not deemed offensive. People have a lot of consider a lot of things offensive. I don't like knock-knock jokes or anything like that. You can tell a joke. Like in my stand-up, it's all stories. So they're not really jokes, per se. Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry, I got nothing. I will, if I think of jokes, I will do another video, just me doing just jokes. Just a non-stop dad jokes, I guess. So anyway, I guess I'll catch you later. Bye.